coming. Tired, but I'm coming. Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Night Live. This mama is very tired, but we're gonna do something tonight, right? So last week we did this tumbler. I just want to show you it's all finished. I have to clean it yet, but it's all resin, 3 coats. It's got my sticker on the bottom. I love this. This is the fairy dust from Glitter For You, Crafts For You, something from Etsy. Anyways, we had the link up last week if you want to get that. This is Pretentious from TLP. It was a tumbler we did a while back. Finally got it resin. And this is Crocodile Tears. It does do a little bit of teal cast when you tip it. I love when they change all different colors like that. So these 3 are done. Yay. So I'm going to move these out of the way. Alright, Daddy.
You want to show my one first?
I can't put her up there. So I've been snuggling with Ellie all day today, feeding puppies and doing what newborn mamas do, right? So just let me give you a backdrop of what happened. So Thursday she went into labor. She was nesting really bad, breathing really heavy, in and out of the puppy pool. She was just an anxious mess. So she finally had a puppy on Friday morning at 6:30 in the puppy pool on our bed. So then we switched her into the whelping box. She didn't want anything to do with the puppy at all. Didn't want to lick it, didn't want to look at it. She did let us put it on her to nurse. And at 10:30, 4 hours later, she had another puppy. Same thing. Ellen caught it in midair because she was not laying down for birth. She wants her puppies. Oh, Finn wants the puppies. Yeah, Finn. Let's just knock everything over, Finn. Real smart. So we had those 2 on her constantly until she sat up to have the 3rd puppy, which she did the work. I helped her break the sack open. She did all the licking and stuff, and she still didn't want anything to do with that poor puppy. So, let me introduce Pops. Did you bring my scale? Oh, okay. Is that the one? Okay. So our first one born is Ellie reincarnated. This is Lily. Lily weighed 7.7 ounces. Her nose is already starting to get black. Her little paws are starting to get black as well. Say hi, Lily. Whoops. Say hi, Lily. She's our little squirt. She's the whiner, Miss Chubbawubba.
And somebody did go do the
It was probably her. She's been whining all day today. We can't get her to go poop, but maybe that was her. So I'm going to weigh her for tonight. Oh, I'm going to have something to put her on, though. Ellie, you can't do that, honey. You didn't bring my... Hi, sweetheart. You are so cute. You are so cute. They're so cute, you guys. I'm in love. Nice sized puppies. I went back and watched my breeder's videos on her 3-day-old puppies, and they weren't even 5 ounces. Hey, enough. Enough. I know you want your babies, but you don't even touch them, so why are you being like this? I'm just waiting for Alan to get me my little box that I use to put them in to weigh them, so they don't squiggle all over the place. All right, Lily, let's see where you're at today. So today she weighs, well, tonight she weighs 11 ounces,
No.
11.4 ounces. Say goodbye, Lily. 11.4. She's really gaining well. 3 days old. They have not lost any weight at all. I like to wipe my hands in between them too. Just to make sure I'm not spreading anything between them. So then at 10:30, along came Miss Poppy.
4 hours later.
4 hours later, this is Miss Poppy, another girl. She's a good girl too. Her paws aren't changing as fast as Lily's are, but they are getting there. Those little TT beads. She's a cutie. She is, she latches onto a nipple and she stays there. Like she's in for the duration. So she weighed, what did she weigh at birth? 7'4"?
7'7".
No. Look at my,
I didn't bring the
oh, you didn't
cards.
bring the sheet. Ellie,
Ellie,
stop,
stop.
honey. So let's get her weighed. So she is 10.7. 10.7, and all their umbilical cords have come off. She's a sweetheart. I just love her too. I love them all. I'm so bonded with these puppies. It's crazy. Alright, sweetie pie. I can't wait to see when their eyes get opened. That won't be for a couple weeks though. And then at 1:40, Mr. Twig came along. He's our tiny one. He was 7'2" when he was born. But he's gotten the most black.
Ellie, stop.
Enough, Ellie. It hurts people's ears. He's gotten the most black of any of them. His nose is blacker. His paws are blacker. He is a traveling nipple man. He likes the bottom nipples. He drinks on his back. It's so cute. Just like a little drunken sailor. So let's weigh him. So he is 10.3 ounces. So they're all good size for 3 days old. They've all gained an ounce a day. Huh. Little sweetheart. I do favor Twig, by the way. Not sure why. I just do. Maybe because he looks skinny to me. He looks tiny. But he really isn't. He weighs almost as much as they do.
Ellie, stop.
Enough, honey. Alright, Daddy's going to go put your babies back in the whelping box. So there's our babies, guys. The long-awaited babies. So I am in the whelping box with Ellie. If it's not me, it's Ellen. Every 3 hours, feeding those babies. We get her to lay down so she can feed them so we don't have to supplement. And the vet said as long as they're gaining weight, keep doing what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. Let me bring you guys back up. Let's see if I can get my camera right now. Sorry. I don't mean to be jiggly. Why is that tilted that way? Hold on. Sorry. There we go. So I have to remember those weights because I didn't have... Oh, wait a minute. My chart's over here. I printed one out tonight so it would be easier for me to keep track. So we do the AM, PM weights. Today is the 28th. going to keep track of their weights for probably every day, twice a day for 2 weeks. And then after that, once a day. So thanks guys for seeing the babies. I had so many people messages me Thanksgiving Day. Any puppies yet? Any puppies yet? So if you're just coming in and you missed it, you'll have to go back and watch. Because I'm not going to bring them back out again. She gets too upset. What I don't understand is why she won't feed them. If she loves them that much and worries about them, why won't you lay down and feed them by yourself? I'm working with her, but I don't think we're getting anywhere. She's an anxious mama. Okay. So I do have Garage Posse paints on sale. I think it's till December 4th. They're 20% off in the shop. It was kind of a last minute plan. And thank God I did it, because we had to take Ellie to the emergency vet Friday night to make sure there were no more puppies in there, and because she was acting funny. She was pushing and nothing was coming out. So she had a retained placenta from Lily, the first puppy. And that came out when she was nursing after we came home from the vet. So she is very spoiled. And I think Lily's going to be just like her, because she just whines and whines. But the nice thing with Ellie now, when we're done feeding the puppies, we get up on the bed, she snuggles up with me and she waits until I get up to feed them again. So she's getting plenty of rest. She's eating well. She's drinking lots of water. She's not running around being all spastic during the day. When Ellen gets home, it's a whole different story, because we have 3 dogs and they're all wanting to go in and see the puppies, and she's getting barky, and it's just very stressful. So I'm kind of glad that I have that quiet time with her. Alright, let me throw a pair of Alan's gloves on, because I still haven't walked over to get a pair of mine. Any questions about the puppies? Finn has stuck his nose in the whelping box a few times when Ellie's on the bed. He's not vicious at all towards them. She is. I was holding a puppy today and stimulating to go to the bathroom, and I always take the cotton ball and let her smell it. You know, I think maybe she'll come around if she smells it. She don't want anything to do with it. She does this cute little bewitched nose wiggle and then turns her head. So tonight when she was on the bed, Finn went in the whelping box, and I swear she was going to jump off that bed, and she never jumps off our bed. So in order to keep her safe, we have to close the gate, and Finn's not allowed to come in. Poor Finn. Ellie is a she's a Westie. We've had her for 2 years, a little over 2 years. No, Kathy, we will not breed her again. Actually, she's getting fixed in January. He'll see his kids, Joy, as soon as they're big enough, when their eyes open and they're a little bit bigger. So yeah, I talked to the vet today a little bit, and she wanted me to put a cone on her, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm supervising. My knee is between her and the puppies. There's no way she's going to get to those puppies. I'm too quick. So, I'm not going to let her bite them. She's tried, but I've stopped her. It's getting a little better, Christina, but I still... There's times when I'm cleaning the puppies and she's very relaxed. And then there's times when I'm cleaning the puppies and she's like so anxious, like she's ready to jump at them any second. I don't know what she would do. She might nip them, and I can't take that chance. She won't smell them, and she won't lick them. So I'm not going to let her, like, grab them. And then she comes out here, and she's digging in the dog beds, and she's digging in Eddie's dog bed, and she's digging on my bed. And I told Alan, I said, she's going to take those puppies and hide them. That's what she's up to. So we don't let her near them. We have them in a laundry basket, flipped over, so she can't even put her head in to get them. So they are protected. They're like in a little cage, but she can still smell them. She just can't touch them. It's sad. I'm heartbroken because I wanted her to have a normal litter, and have a normal puppy life, and we got just the opposite. But we're working on it. So I'm going to do a quick flip and drag tonight. Yeah, she could. You know what's weird? I talked to a couple of girls in the Westie group on Facebook. And the one girl told me that her dog killed both her litters. My jaw dropped. I was like, oh, that's awful. And then I'm thinking, why would you do it a second time if she ate her puppies the first time? So after the first time, she ate her puppies. That's what's awful. So after the second time, and she bit one of the puppies in the heart and ended up killing the other ones. I don't know. I didn't want to ask what all happened, but that was enough for me to say, yeah, I'm not even going to chance it. And it's very common for dogs to kill their puppies, especially first-timers. And I thought with her being 2, she might do okay. But no, they're terriers. They're rodent killers, and she might think those are little rodents. But right now, I think she just thinks they're live squeaky toys, because when they start making noise, she gets all excited. So yeah, that's scary. Alright, so I'm gonna do some greens tonight. Brian. And that's why I'm wondering what's up with Twig. Because she cleaned that puppy. And that's the one she's after all the time. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. Alright, so we're going to use the Coastal Collection Seafoam tonight. And the Deep Lagoon Shimmer. Hi, Tony. I hope you're feeling better. And the 2022 Beach Retreat. That'll be an in-betweener. And some Gold Rush. Because gold and green will just make another green. We'll be okay. I don't know, Maria. And the worst is, Lily was the first one born, and that's the one that she growled at. So, I don't know. All I know is I'm not doing it again. And I said that to Ellen before she even had the first puppy. I said, we are never doing this again. She is terrible when she's in labor. There was no comforting her. None. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the Beach Retreat Shimmer 2022. So remember when we're doing flip and drags, this is an 8x20. I never want to go past the height of my pinky. So my paint line should be right about there. And on top of that, we're going to do the Deep Lagoon. This is a gorgeous color. One of my best sellers. And then we'll do some gold. Gold Rush is beautiful. Our gold is super sparkly. Super shiny. And then the Coastal Collection Seafoam. And I am going to give that just a little swirl in the cup, just to kind of marry those colors together a little bit. So when I flip it and drag it, they won't all come out one color. Alright, so let's get our base coat down. I'm just going to be using, I believe this is the Hobby Lobby white, because I was having a hard time getting Creative Inspirations white for a while. So I bought a bunch of this and I thought I'll use it up. Not sure why she's barking now. We fed the puppies before we came on so that they wouldn't be whining. Okay, Nate, I just saw your comment. I can do that. Let's put a little bit more in this corner. So I hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. We hurried up and cooked ours and got done and went back to helping Ellie. It's not fun. I told you guys she was going to go Thanksgiving, didn't I? I'm glad she held out till Friday morning at 6:30 and kept us up for 36 hours. Then we had to go to the ER vet and waste 2 hours there and a bunch of money just to be told the same thing that we already knew. But better safe than sorry, because we weren't sure if there was a fourth puppy. But I think what it was she was trying to get that placenta out, and that's why she was giving us that contraction look in her face, like she was trying to get another puppy out. But we didn't take her to the vet till 7, so I figured if there was another puppy in there, it would have came out, or she would have at least broke the bag or something. And that's the other thing. You know when you watch puppies being delivered on a video or a show or a movie, those bags aren't as thin as you think they are. My fingernails didn't break them. I had to cut them with scissors. Alright. Flipper in the middle. Forgot to spray my cup with WD-40. I normally do that. I'm just going to torch a few bubbles out while we're waiting for that to fall. You missed everything, Larry. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning. My camera's crooked. Why didn't somebody tell me? I just looked up. We showed the puppies, Larry. Alright, let's poke a hole in that. Hey, look, I found the crocodile tears. I thought I lost it. It was on that push pin container. Yay. The things you find when you're not looking for them. Heat up my pen. Alright, so when I do the little wiggle to get that cup on top of the puddle of paint, then I just glide. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate you. You're awesome. I can't even say I use it for a coffee because I don't drink coffee. I like to let it set and see if some of the paint will relax and come back together. Alright, so we're just going to do a little bit of tilting. I have one tiny little bare spot here that I'm really not worried about. It's going to go over, and that's fine. I don't like all that white anyway. So I'm going to tilt this way first. This just gives a little more stretched out look. And then I'm going to head down the other end. I can already see I got a spot there too. So what I'm going to do is pick up what I just ran off over here. We're going to place that in that spot so I don't have to stretch so much. So I'm going to pick this up here just like that. I'm going to put it here. Pull to blend it in, and I'm doing this left-handed, which I don't normally do. Let me switch it around, it'll be easier. Don't be afraid to monkey with your paintings, because I can always put something else there if I don't like it. So I'm hoping when I stretch some more, that'll slide over that a little bit better. And you can dab it with your finger to get it going. I want to go that way. So all it does is give that a base to glide over to meet up with that other green that's sitting there. Alright, so I did fix that one. Alright, so I'm not liking this end here at all. It just doesn't look right, so I'm going to scrape that off. I might leave part of it. I might leave part of this. I haven't done one of these in a while. Okay, I do want to get that green off this side there. there. I'm gonna flip it again. I feel like I'm turning Ellie around to feed puppies now. This side this time. She had the dogs, well, I should say Eddie, so upset yesterday from being so vicious, you know, the vicious mama thing, that he hid out here in my studio, right here by my pouring table, where nobody knew where he was at. He was hiding. He was afraid of her. So when I come out, I'm like, what are you doing out here? Are you scared? And he just gives you that look like, yes. And I said, well, you should be, because she's being really mean right now. She is not the sweet little baby girl we thought she is. I just don't get it, you know. Yes, I spoiled her, but she shouldn't be like that. Everybody spoils their dogs, don't they? I'm gonna shut my heater off because I'm sweating. Whew. Okay. Alright, let's get our airbrush after this a little bit. I love this. I probably won't even touch that. I just want to work something here. Maybe right here. That's true, Susan. That's true. But, you know, I had a Yorkie. We called him Cujo because he was so mean. But his name was Arthur. But he was the same way. I'm glad it was a male and not a female, because he probably would have ate his puppies too. So when we had called the vet's office, the emergency vet, they're like, we'll start bottle feeding them. I said, okay, thank God I bought all that stuff. Ellen kept saying, why are you buying that? Why are you buying that? I'm like, you never know, we might need it. Well, we did. So I was like, thank God I bought it. Well, they wouldn't drink off those bottles. So I'm crying. Literally crying and saying, they have to eat. I was so upset. And I said, that's it. I went and got a dish towel. I wrapped it around Ellie's neck like a scarf because she always wears scarves. And I put it around her neck. I took her fanny and I flipped her. And I held her like you know, with the dish towel and I hand on her fanny and I said, Ellen, put those puppies on her. So he did. After we did that a few times, she didn't fight us. So I think maybe it's because the milk is releasing. It feels good for her. I don't know, but oh my gosh. If anything can ever go wrong, it happens to us, doesn't it? But as long as she's feeding those puppies and I'm not, that's fine. Do one little spot here because I don't like all that white there. And that may change some as it dries. You know, she's quiet all day when it's just me and her. Ellen's home and she's barking like crazy. Oh, she's spoiled with toys. For sure. See this spot here, how green it is? I don't like that. That's gotta go. It's too, like, faded out green. Too, muted. Like it bled. Looks like it bled anyway. don't normally have to do all this to a flip and drag. I really am not on my game today. So Thursday, we start our month of review for Tutorial Thursday. We got 5 weeks. So we're just going to review everything that, well, not everything, but most things that we learned this year. And I might as well tell you guys tonight. I think I'm going to switch Monday Night Live to Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I can't switch to 8 because Angie Mason is on at 8. And I don't want to do 7 on Tuesday because someone else is on Tuesday night at 7. So I think I'm just going to switch to 8 o'clock on Tuesday. And then Thursdays will be a video. And Saturdays will be a premiere. And we can do a pop-up live once in a while when I feel like showing you guys something. Besides on Monday or Tuesday nights. Boy, it's going to be hard to remember that, isn't it? Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. But we could also do more tutorials on Tuesdays instead of having a specific day for tutorials. So we could do something fun and then learn something. But I try to teach as we go anyways. So you're learning something. Alright, I'm going to pull out some of this. I might. Let's see what that looks like. So Brian's going to be coming out with some new swipers. They're rubber. He should have them soon in his shop, which means you can wash them in hot water, which is amazing for pouring toys because we know how much or how careful we have to be with the plastic ones. So I haven't torched that yet for color. Okay. So what do you think, guys? You bring it up closer. I like the little peaks of gold in there. I think that's kind of cute. And that Deep Lagoon is right in there with it. And I do like that bubble. I'm just going to call it a bubble trail. It's like a bubble trail. But yeah, I like it. It's keeper. I'm not the flip and drag queen because I'm not the person that came up with this, Nate. You gotta remember, Ann Osborne was the first flip and dragger that I watched many, many moons ago. Yeah, I love this too, and I don't want to mess with it because I think that's going to add a little more character to it as it dries. I did pull a couple of squigglies out of it, so it kind of looks like a, if you're looking at it this way, it kind of looks like a dragon, or a butterfly, dragonfly. It's kind of neat. Well, thank you, Shelley. I'm the airbrusher of the flip and drag. I don't think I've ever left one alone and not airbrushed it. Everybody says I make this look so simple. You know, it is. It's just not dumping all your paint in the middle. When you flip that cup, you want to wiggle it and glide that and try not to hit the, you know, to scrape the canvas very much. It takes a lot of practice. I've been doing these for almost 6 years, so I've had a lot of practice. But tonight I was a little rusty because I did have a couple of bare spots, and that doesn't usually happen to me. So guys, any questions? Comments? I'm going to wrap it up because it's almost feeding time. Yeah, Brian, you want to wiggle it so that you get it on top of that white puddle. I know you're going to tip most of your base coat off, but you're still going to have enough paint there in the middle to wiggle that cup on top. And once you feel that it's not suctioned to the canvas, even though you poke a hole, sometimes when you poke a hole, the paint will start coming out, which is perfect. Just don't dig down when you're dragging it. Just you want to wiggle it on top. So, and you can start here, you can start here. You can put your cup down first, add your white first, or your color or whatever, and go from there. I've done it that way too many a time. I just have better luck with starting it here, bringing half my cup of paint here, and then pull, and then bring your other half a cup paint there. Usually I run out of paint about here on the next pass through, and that's why I get these lighter ends. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. So I love you guys. I will see you all Thursday night. I'm going to be out here by myself Thursday night, and we're going to do another flower pop. I'll show you the one that we did before. But we're going to do it on a long canvas, and we're going to do bigger flowers. So we'll do the swipe first and do the flower pop, so you guys can see how I do that part. And Saturday I have a premiere, more Christmas ornaments set to Christmas music. If you missed that Saturday, go check that out. Support my channel for me. I'll probably do a giveaway on Thursday. Now that it's going to be December. December is the month of giveaways for Christmas. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at christinawelchart@yahoo.com. I am reading emails constantly because I can't do anything else out here. I should be available this weekend if anybody needs help with anything. So I did have a couple of virtuals I had to cancel that were set for tomorrow. But yeah, I canceled them till the weekend, so I'll be doing my video chat lessons on the weekends now when Alan's home. So, alright guys, I will see you soon. If you're on Facebook, stay tuned for more pictures of the puppies. Lots of pictures of the puppies. Especially once their noses are all black and their little pads are all black. They're just like little polar bears. They're so stinking cute. And yes, I am going to go get some rest. I am burnt out for sure. Love you all, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate you. But we'll talk more about the schedules, what's going to be happening, because I do want to start channel memberships in January too. So we'll talk more about that this month, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye now.